So to start with, I took 3 of the clementines out of the box, cut them in half and juiced them into a glass. So I wanted a quarter of a glass of orange juice, and I kept the skins to dry out to keep the zest. 240 grams of flour, then added 80 grams of white sugar, 50 grams of brown sugar, and 2 teaspoons of bicarb. As I say, the skins from the oranges, I've took the pulp out and we'll do them in the dehydrator, and that little jar there normally contains the zest. This is the brown sugar now going in. It just gives her a nicer flavour. I don't know why the salmon picture's in this, but I've made a salmon lasagna today, and that was the fish I used. As always, added a pinch of salt, more of the salmon picks. And here I'm adding the honey, so that's 3 tablespoons of honey added into the mixture. It's a nice thick honey, that one, it's really nice. And on top of that is 2 tablespoons of oil. Added 2 eggs. And then in went the 180 grams of melted butter and half a cup of chopped and diced pecans, remembering to leave some for decoration for each individual muffin at the end. I couldn't resist just nibbling a few as I was chopping and dicing them. Melted butter. And then not forgetting 120 mils of water, and then mix it all together, making sure you've incorporated everything completely. Give it a really good mix. And I didn't actually have any paper cake liners, so I just greased the cake tin and put them in individually. Sometimes it can be a nuisance because your cakes can stick to the bottom if you don't grease them enough, but fortunately enough this time I was able to do them okay. And as I say, I placed an individual pecan on top for decoration. Wasn't sure of how to make them stick, so I just dipped the pecans in some vanilla, and they sticked on that way. Hi, welcome to Wallflowers. So as we know, it's been getting bitterly cold, so I decided to have what I call a cook-off, and cook a few items and make sure I'm using the oven for a good length of time, and basically reheat the house up that way. So I did about 4 hours of cooking in the oven today. So I made some bread and some rolls. That's all that's left from the bread. We've had a lasagna for tea, and in our household the men seem to think it's not a meal if they haven't had some decent amount of bread with it. So I made a loaf. I made a lovely salmon lasagna with some more of the spring greens that I used in the last recipe. And I've still got one of those heads left, so there was 3 heads in that bag, so I've still got 1 more left. The greens are really good for us all, a lot of fibre, and I don't know what it is at the moment, but everyone seems to be struggling with the fibre issue that I'm talking to. And I think eating greens, especially personally for myself at the moment, is a big plus. So I'm trying to include cabbages, greens, kales, all the green winter vegetables in as many meals as I can at the moment to give us enough fibre. A friend actually gave me half a bag of pecan nuts that were left over from Christmas. Normally at Christmas it used to be a traditional thing, we'd all have lots of nuts and different types of fruit if we can afford them. As I say, a friend gave me half a bag of pecan, and I thought, well, what will I do? So from Christmas I still had a tray of clementines I bought for us. We always have ample fruit, but I bought an extra small tray of clementines, and they're not getting used up quickly enough for my liking at the moment. And my son does eat quite a lot of fruit. I still need to eat more, but I'm trying to eat as much as I can. And my husband just won't touch the fruit, so there's nothing I can do. It's his choice, and that's up to him. So I decided to make orange and pecan muffins. Now they're not massive, I've lost my words already. I did try to stick them on with, I just dipped them in vanilla, put them on again. So basically, they're only small ones. I didn't have any cases, so I literally just used the baking tray. But yeah, the really nice flavour. Look, I've lost a nut again. Normally you take that off and eat that straight away and then eat the rest of the muffin, so it's not such a problem. It's not for catering purposes or anything, it's just for our family to have a snack. But I'm quite happy with them, you know. And as I said, I've had the cooker going now for about 4 hours today. As I say, we've got bread, we've got the muffins, we've got a nice big lasagna. And the house is nice and snug. I've still got the cooker door left ajar to make sure we get that last remaining bit of heat out the oven. Once the temperature does drop again, as I've said before, we'll literally make another cup of coffee and we'll fill the hot water bottle, and that should take us through the night. We're not so stingy. If it really got cold, we put the heating on later on, but we try to do it, you know, and incorporate in the day. Open the windows when the curtains when the sun's shining, and let that bit of heat come in. And when you feel the temperature drops again, you close your curtains straight away, not to let any more heat escape from the house. Now, just a week ago, I actually planted some seeds, sowed some seeds. I'll just move this chair out of the way. So I sowed, if you saw the video, I sowed some aubergines, some broccoli, some beetroot, sprouts, and these ones at the bottom are onion seeds. So they haven't made a show yet. The sprouts have actually made a show today. Some of them might be spinning. I'll leave them for a while and then I'll repot deeper. So, you know, I'm more than happy with them. But what made me smile the most today is the first beetroot. And I just think, you know, it's nothing. It's just a little tiny blob of red, but it really made me smile today. Look, there's a second one in the corner. So the beetroots are on the way. And same with the broccoli, as I've just said about the sprouts, they'll come up leggy straight away because they're searching for the light because they're away from the window. And I'll give them another couple of days and I'll pot them a bit deeper and just continue to do that until they're ready to go out. But yeah, I'm quite happy. As I say, things are going along. Got some nice house daffs. So I do buy flowers on a regular basis. As we all know, they don't last particularly long. You know, I can do quite well and have them for about 3 weeks. Sometimes I put Epsom salts in them. and I've tried all manner of things, but I'm quite happy with these this year, and I'm going to keep looking after them, and hopefully they give me a little shot of colour, tete-a-tete. I've taken pictures of the orange and pecan muffins, and I will include them in this video. I'll do a talk through of the recipe. And yes, I've got a full tum at the moment because we've eaten all the lasagna, and I'm about to tuck into my 2 pecans. I managed to get 18, and as you can imagine, my son will eat a fair amount of them. This bread that's remaining, I'll actually put in a Ziploc bag, and we'll eat the rest of that tomorrow, and then I shall make some more. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, the photographs, and the video, and I'll see you soon. Take care.